What's happening right now has the ability to affect our supply chain. Pay close attention to the similarities of this story as it relates to what happened with the rail workers here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing this morning? Today is December 8th. I'm coming to you at 7:29 in the morning. I haven't even been outside with my chickens yet.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life.
So I saw this article and I said, I didn't even know this was taking place. But it is. You see the title, whatever it is. Not sure what I'm going to call it at this moment. But let's get into it, because I feel like this could potentially cause issues with the supply chain if it extends any longer. And could this possibly happen here in the United States is another question. So it would seem as though South Korea is having some of the same issues that we were having when it came to rail over here and trying to avoid it. So let's get into this story. Before we do, please give this video a thumbs up, share it out with as many as you possibly can. South Korea sees easing disruption as trucker strikes end. What I wasn't aware of is that this thing has been in place. Today is the 14th day. Well, 15th day now. Officials say South Korea's economy is recovering from the initial shock of a nationwide walkout staged by thousands of cargo truckers, even as their strike reached its 14th day on Wednesday amid a stalemate with the government over freight fare issues. Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because that's what they were asking for with rail, along with sick time that they didn't get. The conservative government of President Yoon Suk-yeol has taken aggressive steps to diffuse the impact of the strike, issuing back-to-work orders to more than 2,000 drivers of cement trucks among broader groups of truckers participating in the walkout. Officials have also mobilized around 200 military vehicles, including container and fuel trucks, to ease the delays in industrial shipments. So basically, they have the military mobilized to do the work of what the truckers were doing. Well, some of the work of what the truckers were doing. But that too also sounds familiar, a forced back to work order. So they're saying that the strike's impact has so far been mostly limited to domestic industries such as construction, and there have been no immediate signs of meaningful disruption in major export businesses such as semiconductors. However, I do know from actually seeing the story itself that this strike is extended. Even though they have that back to work order, not everybody went back to work. And now they're threatening them with this, well, with jail time. So this strike initially started on November 24th. They had about 8,000 to 10,000 workers who participated in the early days of the strike. Now the ministry is saying that it's down to around 4,700 truckers, which is nothing to sneeze at. That's still a lot of truckers that are still actively participating in this strike. So the truckers, represented by the Cargo Truckers Solidarity Union, are demanding the government to make permanent minimum freight rate system that is to expire at the end of 2022, which they say is crucial for safety and financial stability in the face of rising fuel costs and interest rates. It says, while the minimum fares currently apply only to shipping containers and cement, the strikers are also calling for the benefits to expand to other cargo, including oil, chemical tankers, steel and automobile carriers, and package delivery trucks. Y'all, if this extends, then expect to see a shortage of some vehicles coming in from overseas. And if it extends, it will affect the semiconductors. Yes, we are about to start producing our own, but it will be some time before that happens. Yoon's government had offered to expand the current scheme of another 3 years, but has so far rejected the calls to widen the scope of the minimum rates. Truckers say the system is crucial for their finances and personal safety, saying they would otherwise be forced to increase their deliveries and drive faster to make ends meet. So South Korea's labor groups have requested the International Labor Organization to review whether the government order forcing cement truckers back to their jobs breaches their basic right for collective action. The order, which was issued last Tuesday, marked the first time South Korean government exercised its controversial powers under a law revised in 2004 to force truckers back to work. They love forcing people back to work, but don't want to give them basic human rights like increased pay, sick pay. Isn't that a basic right? At a regional ILO meeting in Singapore on Wednesday, South Korea Deputy Labor Minister Park Jong-pil insisted that the back-to-work order was an inevitable step considering its impact on the national economy. He criticized the workers for holding hostage the national economy of livelihoods and said the strike was hurting low-income earners and small businesses the most. I heard them say that when they were deciding whether or not to send the rail workers back to work and not approve everything that they were asking for, that they were holding the economy hostage. They sitting there in their cushy jobs with sick pay and any other pay they got, but they don't want to give it to the rail workers here. Same thing here in South Korea. Everybody's making money off of other people's back and don't want to give them basic rights to. So I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just overthinking the whole process of how they can force people back to work when they're protesting for better, work environment and pay. Don't think that this can't happen here, because it just happened here with the rail. And this could happen with the truckers here as well. They did strike before in Canada. So rail and truckers are the things that keep things moving. Right now, they're saying in this story that the ports are back up and running, not at 100%, but better than they were when the strike happened on November 24th. So I'm not understanding why I didn't see any of this in our media, but that's neither here nor there, and it's not the first and it won't be the last time. So I will continue to try to find you news that you actually can use that will affect you eventually, and this will affect us eventually if it extends, and it's already extended. It's in its 14th, 15th day now. So get down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this. Did you hear about this? Did you already know about this? Because I did not, and that's why I'm bringing it to you. I haven't seen it on any of our mainstream media. I had to get this from World News. But you guys, this could happen here. I could see it happening here. Heck, it just happened here with rail. But could it happen with trucking industry? I could also see that happening because fuel prices aren't going down for truckers here. You may be seeing the price go down for you by pennies on the dollar, but the truckers aren't seeing that. How I know? I'm married to one. They're still paying more money. I also want to say it just came across my screen that Brittany Griner has been freed on a prisoner swap. And I've been in my comments, and I thank you guys for commenting and let me know how you feel about a story and what's going on in your life and just what's happening. Also, I want to say thank you for the tips and ideas that you put in the comments. And I also ask that you not leave links to other people's channel in my comments, because I wouldn't want you to go to someone else's channel and leave my link. That's just out of respect for that person and the work that they're doing on their channel. And also, you're going to see repeat news stories. You're going to see me do a story. You're going to see somebody else do the same story. But we're doing it in our opinions because our opinions are sometimes different. Our viewpoints on it are sometimes different. That is a great thing to have in today's world. If everybody thought alike, did things alike, it would be a boring world. So how I feel on something and how I view something is different from the spectrum of someone else seeing it and how they view it and their life experiences that they bring to that situation. So let me know what you think about this story, and I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care.
I'm stuck in the middle. Yeah, I'm stuck in between. I'm stuck in a position. I'm just a machine. So you're stuck in the middle, huh? I guess we're stuck in between. Life is a riddle, yeah. And I